I'm gonna pop you guys right there. I just want to kind of give an introduction of who I am, where I'm from, and what I'm trying to achieve. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kyle. I'm born and raised in Zimbabwe. Okay, grew up there my whole life. My family's still there. I've still got lots of family there, lots of friends, lots of special people, and I had the opportunity to come over to Canada to go to university, play rugby, and chase my goals. And so I came over here. I had one more year of finance left, and I decided to drop out. And the reason for that, more than a year ago, about a year ago. The reason for that was I found my calling, right? I realized it was, if not now, when, and if not you, who, type of thing, right? Which sounds cliche, but I found myself with 1 year left of finance, sitting there knowing I was going through the motions. I was chasing validation from other people. I was living other people's dreams, and I was watching people achieve what I wanted to achieve who didn't work as hard as me, or they were working as hard as me at that time, but who I knew I could work harder than, right? And that pretty much put me in the mindset and reminded me that there's only one thing that's kept me going and kept me sane since I was 12 with love handles. Late at night, doing side planks on my bed, and that was fitness. And that's why I decided to go all in on it, right? I wanted to help other people achieve what they never thought possible because people are lied to. I wanted to help people achieve more than a physical transformation, but a mental one. Because when you open that barrier, when you're able to look the way you want to look, when you're able to break the beliefs you've grown up believing, things change and you feel and carry yourself in a completely different way. And so I dropped out, I moved into my own place, and here I am, 7 months in here. All I do have is these two desks and that one chair. As you can see, I'm standing right here, and a treadmill. I don't have a carpet, I don't have anything else. I don't need a TV, I don't need anything else. And pretty much I'm dedicating the next 3 years, I want to see how hard I can work. And people will say, Kyle, what are you doing? Like, what? No. You're lonely? No. When you have a purpose, when you have found your mission, you're never lonely, okay? Because you're chasing something. And when you're chasing something, you can never get bored. So how are you lonely, right? And what I'm chasing and what I've been able to do is help so many people so far already, right? Break their beliefs, change their physiques, drop 50 pounds. And that's what's special to me. That's what's fulfilling with me. And once I noticed that, I knew I would never go back. And so this is my journey for it. This is my journey through it. And the reason why I wanted to kind of start a YouTube, start posting weekly, take you guys through what I'm doing. For instance, sorry, today I'm tired. I'm not practicing what I preach, and I'm on about 5 hours of sleep the last 3 days. But that happens, right? When duty calls and people are relying on me to get them to where they want to be, the way I promised, I'm going to do what it takes. And if that means sleeping less, that's what it takes, okay? And that's the thing. I hear a lot of people online saying, oh, I've worked this hard today. You guys, look at this, I work so hard. No, you don't. Working 8 hours or 9 hours a day on something you love, it's not hard. You're just not strong enough. And I believe that fully and wholeheartedly because of how I was raised and where I was raised. See, a lot of people these days are known as the snowflake generation. And the reason for that is because we're all given too much and deserve little, quite frankly. Even me growing up in Zimbabwe, I was privileged to have a loving family, right? I went to a great school. I was raised by great parents. And growing up there and being surrounded by all of that positivity and beautiful people who don't have much, but still get as much as they can out of it, it installs a discipline into you that nothing else will. Nothing else. And the fact that, I mean, if you look at it from this perspective, I've played soccer. I've been involved on the farms. Okay, I grew up on farms my whole life. On my farm, I'm playing soccer with kids who made a soccer ball out of bread packets, compacted together, right? However many of them, hundreds of them, compacted together, and that's how they got to play their soccer game, okay? And some of you might think that's stupid, but that just shows where there's a will, there's a way, and perspective is prosperity. Perspective is power. So you can wake up every day and think, oh, I'm tired, I can't do this because of this, or you can say, oh, I'm tired, I'm still gonna do this because of this, okay? It's simple. Everything, where there's a will, there is a way, and I'm willing to make that way. I'm hungry for it. I'm hungry to change as many lives as I can. I'm hungry to live the life that's most fulfilling for me, which is doing that, exactly that, and whatever it takes. And I don't care who stands in my way. And I don't care what stands in my way. And I don't care how I feel. Because the more you separate how you feel from what you do, the more you get what you want. Okay? And that's just what I wanted to talk about in my little introduction. But today is not supposed to be one of those. Today is just me introducing myself, a little bit of a background. I'll be talking about it a lot more throughout my videos. But yeah, I'm just had my, I've been busy today, like I said. Had about 8 calls. Just finished uploading a new guy out in Australia right now to get his 12-week transformation going. I can't wait. So shout out to Craig if you're watching this, even though this is my first video. And yeah, I've just had my pre-gym meal and now I get my time in the day. So between 2:30 and 4:30 every day, I'm logged off. Obviously I'm on my phone replying and everything, but I'm not at my computer. And I get to go to the gym and I get to do what I love and what's kept me sane since I was that 12-year-old with love handles, and that is fitness. That is going into the gym, playing any type of music I want and feel that day, and getting the pump and feeling good and knowing I'm bettering myself through something I love, which is in the gym. So I'll take you there, take you through a workout, nothing crazy. And yeah, just so you can see kind of what I'm about and what we live for, man. So see you there.
There's one thing that I'll tell you actually gets you results, and one thing I live by and preach to all the people I'm working with is that progress is fun, and fun is progress. So if you think about it, whether you're in a fat loss phase or whether you're flipping building a business, okay, how much easier is it to carry on when you are seeing the results you want? So much easier. And how does that come? From being all in. Because realistically, no one wants to diet for 6 months. No one wants to work on something for 3 years. Okay? And a big problem people make, which is something I used to do a lot, is try have balance. Try not to cut out too many of their old habits. Okay? Truth is, you can come back to them when you already are where you want to be. In terms of a diet, how about you cut out those foods, get it down, then reincorporate them and manage to handle your weight like that. And with a gym, it's the same. Progress is fun and fun is progress. And in a world full of so many complications and so much misinformation, all you need to do is remember, boring builds muscle. You gotta get in there and get it done. I'm about to show you how.
Well, it's midnight, damn right, we're wound up too tight. I got a fist full of whiskey, the bottle just bit me. Oh, that shit makes me batshit crazy. We got no fear, no doubt, we're going out today to kick out every lie, take anything we want, drink everything inside. We're going till the world stops turning while we burn it to the ground at night. We're screaming like demons, swinging from the ceiling. I got a fist full of 50s, tequila just hit me. Oh, we got no class, no taste, no shirt and face. We got 'em lined up, shot down, firing back, straight ground. We're going out today to kick out every lie, take anything we want, drink everything inside. We're going till the world stops.
Crazy session. Missed a couple of videos just because I forgot to press record, but gotta quickly rush back now. Got an onboarding call with my boy Andrew.
I'll see you guys, Joe.
Just finishing up here. Wi-Fi went down. Surprise, surprise. So I had to take a couple calls in the coffee shop. Last one's here. Closing up. But that's the end of the day. Finishing up, taking the boxes. What I want to say is, stay hungry, stay tuned.